Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to study a part of biology known as AMNION. We are going to study this part of biology with questions and answers for a better understanding. The first question we have here says, a thin innermost membrane that covers the embryo is best described as dash. A. Amnion. B. Amoeba. C. Paramecium. D. Melanin. In this question, the correct answer is A. Amnion. This amnion is the innermost membrane that covers the embryo in a pregnant woman. The next question says, the space between the amnion and the embryo is called dash. A. Platelet. B. Leukocyte. C. Amniotic cavity. D. Plasma. In this question, the correct answer is C. Amniotic cavity. This amniotic cavity is a space between the amnion and the embryo, and this amniotic cavity contains a secretion that helps the developing embryo to function very effectively. The next question says, the secretion produced by amnion is called dash. A. Cerebrospinal fluid. B. Synovial fluid. C. Cervical mucus. D. Amniotic fluid. In this question, the correct answer is D. Amniotic fluid. This amniotic fluid is the secretion produced by a structure called amnion. This amnion produces this fluid, and this fluid helps a baby. It helps in keeping the embryo moist in a pregnant woman. The next question says, the amnion develops from extraembryonic tissue known as dash. A. Somatopleure. B. Somatotoxin. C. Bone. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Somatopleure. This somatopleure is a structure found in a pregnant woman, and studies have shown that the amnion develops from this extraembryonic tissue known as somatopleure. The next question says, the organisms that possess amnion are called dash. A. Amniotes. B. Autotrophs. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Amniotes. Amniotes are organisms that possess amnion. Not all animals possess this amnion. So those organisms or those animals that possess amnion during their pregnancy are called amniotes, and mammals are examples of these organisms. The next question says, the membrane found outside the body of the embryo is called dash. A. Extraembryonic membrane. B. Intraembryonic membrane. C. Unicellular membrane. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Extraembryonic membrane. Extraembryonic membrane is a membrane found outside the body of the embryo. Research have shown in embryology that there are different membranes that are found outside the embryo. These membranes play different roles in ensuring that the embryo develop very well. So any membrane that is found outside the body of the embryo is best described as extra-embryonic membrane, and this amnion is a membrane that can be found in a pregnant woman when pregnancy or after fertilization have taken place, leading to pregnancy. The next question says, in a pregnant woman, excessive accumulation of amniotic fluid is called dash. A. Polyhydramnios. B. Monohydramnios. C. Plasma. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Polyhydramnios. Polyhydramnios is a condition in a pregnant woman whereby there is excessive accumulation of amniotic fluid. If amniotic fluid becomes excess in a pregnant woman, that pregnancy can be affected. There are things that can result from such condition. So a situation whereby the body of a woman produce this excessive amniotic fluid is what we call polyhydramnios. The next question says, which of the following is a function of amniotic fluid? A. It protects the embryo from mechanical injury. B. It provides an ideal temperature to the embryo. C. It helps for an easy passage of the fetus during delivery. D. All of the above. In this question, the correct answer is D. All of the above. Amniotic fluid is a fluid produced by this structure called amnion. And one of the functions of this amniotic fluid is that it helps in protecting the embryo from mechanical injury. Amniotic fluid also provides an ideal temperature needed for embryo development. It helps for an easy passage of the fetus during child delivery. Because of the fact that amniotic fluid makes the embryo moist, it helps in an easy passage, or it helps for an easy passage of the fetus during child delivery. All these things are the roles played by amniotic fluid in the body system of a woman. The next question says, amnion is a dash structure in a pregnant woman. A. Temporal structure. B. Permanent structure. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Temporal structure. This amnion develops during pregnancy, so it's a temporal structure in a pregnant woman. After delivery, the amnion will not be, or the job of the amnion will end. The next question says, the development of amnion occurs dash pregnancy. A. Before pregnancy. B. After pregnancy. C. During pregnancy. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is C. During pregnancy. The development of this membrane called amnion occurs during pregnancy, and we have said that amnion plays a great role in helping the baby to develop very well because it secretes amniotic fluid that helps in protecting the baby against mechanical injury. The next question says, a condition whereby the amniotic fluid and even the cells of the fetus enter the maternal bloodstream during or after child delivery is called dash. A. Amniotic fluid embolism. B. Fever. C. Headache. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Amniotic fluid embolism. Studies have shown that there are some women that experience this problem known as amniotic fluid embolism. So, this amniotic fluid embolism is a situation whereby the amniotic fluid and some discarded cells from the fetus enter maternal bloodstream. Many women usually experience this, but there are some women that show allergic reactions to this. There are women that show that their body system show negative reactions to this entry of amniotic fluid and cells of the baby into the bloodstream of the mother. And there are some mothers that their body system don't show any reaction to this situation. So that condition whereby the amniotic fluid and cells of the baby enter the blood or the circulatory system of the mother during or after child delivery is what we call amniotic fluid embolism. To some women that their body system show negative reactions to this, this can lead to bleeding, heart problem, and some other complications in these women. The next question says, amniotic fluid embolism is a life-threatening condition in dash. A. Men. B. Women. C. Housefly. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is B. Women. This amniotic fluid embolism is a life-threatening condition in a lot of women. This is one of the things that scientists encounter while handling pregnant women in different environments. The next question says, low amniotic fluid during pregnancy is best described as dash. A. Polyhydramnios. B. Neutralhydramnios. C. Oligohydramnios. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is C. Oligohydramnios. Oligohydramnios is a condition whereby there is low amniotic fluid in a pregnant woman. So, this condition occurs in some pregnancy. There are some people that when they are pregnant, there will be low amniotic fluid in them. So this situation whereby there is low amniotic fluid during pregnancy is called oligohydramnios. The next question says, a condition whereby the amnion tears and produces structures capable of restricting the limbs of the fetus is called dash. A. Amniotic band syndrome. B. Enzyme. C. Enzymology. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Amniotic band syndrome. Amniotic band syndrome is a situation whereby the amniotic membrane or whereby the amnion tears and produces structures capable of restricting the limbs of the fetus. This is one of the challenges in pregnancy. This is one of the challenges of this amniotic membrane or this amnion. The next question says, as pregnancy progresses, the appearance of amniotic fluid changes. A. True. B. False. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. True. So, studies have shown that as pregnancy progresses, the appearance of amniotic fluid changes. So, this amniotic fluid is there or is produced by the amnion, and its appearance changes as the pregnancy changes or progresses. The next question says, which of the following affects amnion? A. Foetal movement. B. Infection. C. Premature rupture of membranes. D. All of the above. In this question, the correct answer is D. All of the above. There are many factors that can affect amnion as a membrane. One of these factors is foetal movement. Studies have shown that as the fetus moves, or when there is movement of this fetus in the womb, it can affect this amnion. Infection can also affect this structure known as amnion. When there is infection in the amnion, it can affect the way or the role played by this amnion in maintaining pregnancy. Studies have shown that when there is premature rupture of membranes, that can affect this amnion. So there are many factors that can affect the roles or the functions of amnion in a pregnant woman. The foetal movement, infection, premature rupture of membranes, etc. are different factors that affect the way amnion functions in a pregnant woman. If this is the first time you are watching our video, if this is the first time you are joining this channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel so that you can study other topics that we have treated in many of our videos. You can also make your comments in this video.